Hello, everyone. This is Danny, and this review is for the movie called Bad Boys for Life. This is a 2020 film. It is rated R. It's directed by Adil El Arbi and Bilal Fallah. It stars Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, and Vanessa Hudgens, among others, especially returning from other Bad Boys films. And runtime is 2 hours and 4 minutes. The description is pretty simple. The bad boys, Mike Lowry and Marcus Burnett, are back together for one last ride in the highly anticipated Bad Boys for Life. Well, we'll start with the simple thing to say is I know I did watch the other two Bad Boy movies, but I don't really remember them. So I think most people are going to be in the same boat as me and just go and see this movie and just experience it and see what it has to offer. And I think that's a really good attitude to bring into it. Just to go see this, experience it, take away what you will, feel good about it, want to criticize it, do whatever you want to do, but just go see it. It's not really, it's completely separate, honestly, from the old ones because they're old. And this is what happens in this day and age is we make movies and remakes and sequels that are a long time coming and you never thought would come, but they are. So there you go. You go see them. Um, we'll start with the main two characters. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are a lot of fun to see together. They always have been, big stars is an easy thing to say. Martin Lawrence, he had a lot of good movies back in the day, and for him to kind of still be relevant, I think is a good thing for him. I would never really think of, going to see him in a movie if this didn't come out. So he could have gone right off into the sunset, but it's good that he wants to stay relevant. He's still funny. He still adds a lot to the movie, so it's good. Will Smith is kind of one of our megastars that we have nowadays, and you're gonna go see everything that he's in. It's just how things go. Vanessa Hudgens is a surprise. She and pretty much everybody in the supporting cast fit perfectly into their role. Honestly, I can't think of who would have been better on any given role. I think they cast perfectly the people that needed to be in this movie. It really felt like a great fit. Everybody did their job, everybody delivered their lines and efficiently and acted out accordingly if they were a soldier or if they were on the computer. Everybody looked to fit their part perfectly. Really impressive. Um, of course, the action is good in this. It's supposed to be. They have a lot of cool slow motion stuff with fire and car chases and things flipping and all kinds of stuff. The action is just on par. It really, at the beginning of the movie, it really started to remind me of Baby Driver. And as we went along, it really reminded me of Fast and Furious. And so, any movie that reminds you of the stuff like that has got to be good. Uh, I'd say that the villain in this, uh, it's better than other movies. I think that you know it can be said that this is the best version of a villain for the Bad Boys movies, and I think it's the best kind of way of handling somebody that's a bad guy, and a lot of other just general movies. You know, we get a lot in this category, and the category is whatever you want to call it, buddy cop or the magnificent duos. Um, I mentioned Hobbs and Shaw last year, and we've had a lot of different movies like this, and we have a lot of TV shows like this, where there's two people and they're kind of balancing off of each other, whether they're trying to be funny or they're trying to be good cop, bad cop, whatever. And so I think that this story and acting and characterization and everybody that fit in on their role and did what they were supposed to do. I think this measures up very well in that category of buddy cop movies because it's just really well done the whole time. And I found myself surprised and smiling and intent on understanding what was going on. I wasn't bored really. I mean, I can be critical, but what does that do with some movies? Sometimes you just have to say that you enjoyed a film and you had fun with the action and you appreciated the storyline. And I thought this was a pretty complete movie. And I can hear other people saying, oh well, wasn't the ending done before? Haven't we seen that before? Well, sure, but sometimes you got to say and admit that you didn't see the ending coming. And I didn't see the ending coming. I didn't see a lot of things coming in this movie, and other people who say they did, I don't really believe you. It's a surprising film. It's better than what I think a lot of people thought it was going to be. Yes, there are some repeating jokes, but they're funny. There's some funny situations. You know, uh, you can kind of deal with the language because that's the kind of movie that you're going to go see. It's what it includes, and everybody. It gives them a chance to kind of branch out from their usual stuff and be a little bit more raw and real and play with their emotions. There's a lot of crying in this, I mean, people have to be able to reach out and get that emotion. And yes, there are some problems, okay? You're going to hear it from other people, but I'll just tell you now. The audio is a little messed up, the conversations are a little lacking. The CGI is a little messy, and the stunt doubles and stuff. There's some situations there, but you know, I mean, the action is there, and I'm gonna say this for the foreseeable future that I did not like Hobbs and Shaw last year. The feel of it was weird. Their version of trying to play off of each other and tell jokes and insult each other just didn't work for me. It was too long. It had weird editing problems. And this movie is so much more well done than that. And I'm going to say that for anybody. If you want to disagree with me, go ahead. But I think Bad Boys for Life is leaps and bounds better than Hobbs and Shaw. It's out there, okay? And this movie is so much more well done, and the feel of it is right, and the fluid motion, everything that connects together, and you get that feel towards the end that things are connected. Any movie that does that is great. Any movie that feels like Fast and Furious is great. Any movie that has enough action to appease you and some twists and turns that you didn't see coming is great. Okay, we're not going to get a lot of movies like this at all, ever. And we're not going to get a lot of movies like this in 2020. So I would say enjoy yourself while you can. Try not to, get hung up on things that frustrate you, or things that you saw in the previews, or, things that you bet is going to be in that movie, Just laugh at the funny things, enjoy the action, enjoy the storyline, enjoy the great acting that is in front of you, and enjoy the movie for what it is. It doesn't matter what's surrounding it, just enjoy what's in the movie. With that being said, I'm going to give Bad Boys for Life an A-. I understand that there's going to be stuff better than this, but I expect that to be worthy of an A or an A+, and so that's why I'm giving it an A-. I don't think it's below an A- because I'm not being critical of it. I enjoyed myself the whole time. I laughed a lot. I was staring at the screen wondering what was coming next, and I can't ask much more from any other movie. And I don't think that anybody else out there should either. Just enjoy this, enjoy what it was, and move on with your life saying that it was a really good movie. Just keep it simple, okay? A- for Bad Boys for Life. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and give some of them a watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. And enjoy your movies. Thanks.